What up, YouTube? It's Dave Manic 1 here. I have another knife review. It's going to be the second one I'm going to be shooting up for you guys this weekend. And it's on a knife company that a lot of you guys probably have never heard of. And just from running around on the internet and stuff, I'm always at knife sites and all kinds of different places. I found this knife. It was pretty cool, really cool design, and well, let me just go ahead and show you guys. It's by a knife company called Volcan, and here we go. This is actually the Volcan VC-003. Let's take a look at that real quick. Alright, let's get into some specs. Okay. Volcan VC-003. The steel is AUS 8. The size of this knife, the blade size is 3 inches, and close length is 3.4 or 3.54. The total length of this knife is just under 7 inches. I would say 6.5 inches there. The grind on this knife is a very high hollow ground. It's flat up here, and there's a swedge midway through the top of the spine of the blade there. The handle is a Zytel handle, and it's got the grooves that actually go and they follow around the finger choil here, and then kind of keep rounding out to end up being straight. And it's actually, as far as the grip goes, it's not too bad at all. You know, really cool design. Very slim, small handle. Very narrow, but it is pretty thick, so it kind of makes up as far as the grip on it. It's pretty good. This I would consider probably like just a small EDC carry. It's very small. Really super low profile pocket clip on that. The pocket clip is only going to be tip up right hand side carry. There are no other options for this. Pocket clip is very thick, very sturdy. Unlike a lot of your other pocket clips, instead of sitting right on top of the handle, it actually goes into the back side of this scale, into next to the liner lock there, or to the liner, yeah, to the liner lock. So, pretty cool knife. It is made in Taiwan, of course. AUS 8 probably gave that away for you guys. Very cool knife. I like this blade shape a lot. I wish it was bigger. You know, at least another 1.5 inches bigger would be very nice. Another thing too on this knife, it is this liner lock, like I said, thumb stud or flipper deployment. The flipper, as you can see here, it protrudes out just a little bit, but it's spring assisted, and the tension on the spring is very strong. It's very strong. You can either thumb stud or flipper. Both are comfortable. I stick with the flipper. I've seen one other review on YouTube on this, where the gentleman reviewing it was kind of like, well, the flipper is kind of, it hurts your finger and this and that or whatever. There is no jimping on this. It's actually ground kind of smooth. But then again, I've got man hands. I've got calluses on my fingers, so that's not going to hurt me. So if you go and get manicures and all that stuff, this may be your little delicate pointer finger may be sensitive to that. So I suggest either deploy it with the thumb stud here, or go get some calluses on your fingers. It doesn't bother me a bit. I'd rather deploy it through the flipper itself. All in all, the knife is very sleek and small. Definitely a smaller EDC carry option there. It sits low in the pocket, doesn't take up that much room in there. Fit and finish on this is not bad at all. Very well constructed, I would say. The scales and the liners match up nice. Everything's countersunk really nice. The blade came 100% perfect aligned in the channel there. It's perfectly centered. Blade play, none. There's no blade play in this. The lockup on the liner is probably 30%, 25 to 30%. Really, really cool knife. This is kind of one of those knives where you have to really like the blade shape to get into this, because I think it's a desired taste. I like it. I like the more unusual shapes. It's got a nice belly that lends itself for cutting tasks. This hollow ground really leads for the cutting edge to be very slim, very razor sharp. The profile is very, very slim, kind of like the Utilitac that I kind of reviewed in the last video. And it is super sharp out the box. Let's grab this old same crummy piece of newspaper from the last one. Why go with a brand new one? It doesn't matter. Like I said, really slim edge geometry, lends itself to cutting tasks, no problem. Like I said, with a slimmer edge, with a slimmer profile on your edge, you're going to find yourself having to sharpen this a little bit more frequently. You're not going to have that beefy, with a more relaxed geometry on the edge. Usually the edge will stay sharper for longer, but may not. You'll lack a little bit in cutting performance. To each his own. This knife right here is very it's a small EDC, so I think the way they designed this hollow ground and everything works with this shape and what this knife is intended for. A small EDC tasks. It's very stylish, yet I think it is functional. It's a satin finish on the blade there, hollow ground. There's a Volcan logo there. Their logo says Volcan with two knives coming to a point in the middle. On the back side it says AUS 8. Of course, it's manufactured in Taiwan. Another interesting fact is these knives, this knife company is local. It's actually in Seattle, in Washington. Not sure exactly how far away from it is my house. I haven't looked up on the map, but I have contacted them to get more information on this knife. Like I said, the only thing I wish that this knife was a little bigger, but it kind of falls in line with your, like I said, the SOG Twitch 2. You got your Kershaw, your Cryo, smaller carry. This is actually a little slimmer profile. You'll feel the Cryo in your pocket more than you will the Volcan VC-003. Here we go. We got the Ken Onion arrows there. Very sleek, very small. So I would say this would be a smaller. You don't feel this too much, although this rides lower in your pocket than this one. This guy right here, the weight is 2 ounces. It's a very light carry. You'll forget that this is in your pocket, of course, until you need it, reach for it. Really cool knife design. Not a company. They don't really manufacture too much. They only have one other knife besides this. So I guess either A, they just started up. I'm not too sure on the company history and how long they've been in business, or they just they designed 2 models and they've kind of taken a vacation or whatever. But pretty nice. Really cool knife. Definitely something, like I said, to each their own. It's something that you really have to like the blade shape and design, and actually have a purpose for it. So pretty nice. Volcan VC-003. Inexpensive. Like I said, falls in the same price range as the Utilitac. 26 to 30 bucks. Not bad. It all depends on what you're, what you really want to, what your needs are. If you want a small EDC for carry, maybe you work in an office area, open packages every once in a while, something sleek and unobtrusive. Something you carry around and not really bring too much notice. Or if you need EDC, take on a camping trip or do whatever knife. So anyway, there you go, guys. Another review. Volcan VC-003. They do have a website. It's volcanknives.com, of course. I found this one at Knife Center, actually. I think it is. Knife Center. $26.95. $5 shipping. $2 to $5 shipping. $30 to your house. Not bad. Knife Center is pretty quick as far as their shipping goes, and I've used them on several occasions. So, yep, there you go, guys. Thanks again, tuning in, new subs. Thank you so much. Comments are always welcome on any of these knives. I'll try to answer these as much of these questions as I can. And that's pretty much it. So, peace.